got Joe, the lawyer, next to me. Got
Oh,
Paul, Taryn Doomsinger, and we got Vance in the other
hey.
corner. We're on episode 15 already, guys, on
Oh
the
shit.
Shadowdark campaign. Yeah. Yep. So that makes it. Oh, I got to shut off my YouTube thing. Wait, it's got a long delay on the YouTube.
Yeah, it's not starting yet on my channel. This is
It
supposed to be.
just
Oh, there we go.
started.
It started. Okay.
Did you get yours to stream, Paul?
I think so. Let me. I'm going to check it right now and make sure it is live.
No, what I had to do is I had to log into Restream, Tim, and then click my
It is
little
live.
thing, and it went. You know what I mean? So it was able.
I don't want you to hear about you clicking your little thing.
I know.
So
It wasn't showing in my potential future live until I clicked the switch to add it. In other words,
right.
You can do
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
You can give me the potential to do that, but then I got to log in ahead of time and do it. You know.
Oh, you don't have the potential to do that yet?
I did. But
Okay.
before I didn't, because you had all the channels locked up to both channels, you know, the 2 or 3 that you could stream out. But this afternoon, I logged into my channel to see, you know, is it upcoming live show, and there was nothing there. And I'm like, well, what the hell? I logged into Restream. I saw myself there, and I said yes, you know. And then once I clicked yes, boom, there it is.
There it is.
So, yeah. Whoops.
Very cool.
And Tim, I was going to say earlier too, when you released your and this will be news for the people here about your development of a new class. Yeah, and that's why I don't hardly ever ask anybody about the thing I'm doing. Like, I know I'm going to get 50 different opinions on it. So I was like, you know what?
Oh yeah.
I'm just absolutely putting it out there. I like, ultimately, I'm sure you have good thoughts, but you know, like a director directing a movie, in my brain, I already see it. I'm like, this is the way I want to do it.
Especially,
and it really doesn't matter what the outside noise is about what this thing. Either you're going to like it or you're not going to like it, but I'm putting it out there as is.
Right. Yeah, like I learned that lesson a long time ago when I was before I went into college. I was always looking for a writers group. I wanted to get involved with a writers group because I thought that would be helpful and all that stuff. And the weird thing is, as I was already writing, I was getting some things published to these different magazines. Couldn't say I was getting paid, but you know, just copies, exchange kind of thing. Yeah. And I was having a good time with that. But I thought, wow, you know, I really want to get with a writers group. Well, then I had then I did join a writers group, and then I learned I will never ever get into another writers group ever again. I mean, the lady who ran the writers group was so idiotic. I don't even have the words to say it. The day that she finally, like, because she had the absolute opinion that there was no discussion for it, that men could not write women.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, flat. She would use one example and extrapolate it for the entire experience of humankind, pretty much. I mean, that's the way she was. She said that men couldn't write relationships, good or believable relationships, because of this other example. And then it was funny at the time. I'm thinking, well, you know, the biggest romance in the world right now, The Bridges Over the Madison County, was written by a guy.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I mean, maybe somebody believes it or somebody likes it enough. You know,
but he couldn't write women anyway either. So
you remember As Good as It Gets, that movie with Jack Nicholson?
Yeah, of course. Yep.
Remember he went in there and he had to force to talk to somebody, and the secretary's like, "Oh my God, I love you," and he's like, "Oh shit, here we fucking go." And he goes, "I gotta ask you, how do you write women so well?" He goes, "I think of a man, and I take away all reason and sense of accountability."
Yes, I do remember that.
He wasn't wrong.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking about that movie the other day. Been a long time since I've watched that one, because that
I picked up a Jack Nicholson a biography yesterday, Saturday, and I read it yesterday just as a lazy day thing. Fucking interesting. This guy, Jesus, this guy, he was banging more than Warren Beatty back in the day. This dude, he was getting everybody. You know, holy shit. You know, Jesus Christ.
I'm sure he read Warren's biography and like, I gotta add a couple more. I'm gonna put a few more notches on it.
Yeah. No, this guy, he nailed Madonna before and after Sean Penn. Christ's sakes. You know, he ain't known everyone.
Why not? Huh?
Why not? Jack the fucking Nicholson.
I guess I better get on roll 20.
He's the Wilt Chamberlain of.
Oh yeah, was Will? He's the one who said I slept with over 1,000 women.
Yeah, I remember that. Jesus Christ.
All right, let me log in.
Did you want to continue that other conversation before we get going, or no?
Go ahead and just get it rolling again. There, we were having a really good discussion before we came on here, guys. You know, because while we do the gaming, we always talk about stuff around the game. And these two were having Paul and Joe were having an interesting conversation about prep.
Yeah. Well, first it came up because Eric did a video. Well, first of all, congrats to Eric. He hit 5,000. I dropped my congratulatory video today to Eric. So good job, man. And it was really.
And then I believe he called you a railroading bitch.
He called me a railroading bitch before that. Yeah. So it's like, motherfucker, what? He doesn't understand what the hell I'm doing. So 5,000 congrats. And the good thing about that, Tim, I don't think you were in this chat when we were talking about it. I think it was a me, Matt, and Eric and Greg one, because we do a little politics chat talk we do in one.
But, good. I'm glad you keep me out of that.
Yeah, we figured, you know. Yeah. So we were talking about it. I said, what the fuck did you do, man? Because your fucking numbers didn't show why you're growing. You know, back in my head, motherfucking hiring Russian bot son of a bitch. But anyway, he says he finds out he paid for advertising. You could pay YouTube to pimp your channel. You pay him $25 a month or something like that, and you put out a video, and it really, really publicizes it. And I'm like, you son of a bitch. Well, that explains it. You're paying the YouTube algorithm to spike the algorithm in your favor. So here we go. This explains why the hell he grew like that. Because remember, I couldn't figure it out. It's like, son of a bitch. So there it is. So I learned something. So it was well worth the loss of buying Eric and Rachel dinner next ShireCon at $100 to learn that little trick. You know, so that was well worth it. He's going to send me a video on how to do it. In any case, he did another video talking about essentially the way I run the game and that I do pre-planned encounters. I don't do random encounters. I don't set up. We were having a long discussion in our big group chat. I don't do. All right, you're walking into the forest. To roll a D on if you roll a 1 on a D6, you get an encounter, and on that D8, eight things table. Okay, it's skeletons. I don't do that shit anymore. Ever since you were the first person, Tim, to get me off of that kick, when you said you pre-prep your random encounters, you roll randomly and then pre-prep them. And I did that for a bit, and then I changed it up. And it's like, I'm just going to re-roll it. I'm not going to roll it. I'm just going to tell you what the fuck is there. When you walk into the woods, here's what the fuck is there. Right. And because it has to make sense according to, number 1, my setting, number 2, my setting, number 3, my fucking setting. Right. So everything has to make sense as to what is there. And so Eric's like, well, that could lead into railroading. And I'm like, railroading? He thought it's a way it screws up the game. Like he says, I like my game like that. I'm like, I don't run my game like that. I do it because it's my setting. It's not because of the game. And it's not a railroad because, like I said to you before this game started, I spent about 8 hours prepping Caverns of Thracia, and you guys didn't go there. Right. I spent about 6 hours prepping Rapanathik. Only 6, even though it's bigger, because I ran it recently about a year or two ago for my brother's group, and you guys didn't go there, right? This entire thing that you guys just did with the green dragon, and he's a war refugee green dragon with a bunch of dragonborn and a bunch of like evil humanoids and evil humans there in this big old fort, right? You weren't there for that one, Tim, but all those guys that were Vance was there. What I did was I had a hobgoblin encounter set up to basically figure, okay, these guys are going to kill the hobgoblins and find out that they're on a mission to go there and talk to the Green Dragon and set up an alliance with the Green Dragon and the Green Dragon's people against everybody else in Parnas to go along with the Hobgoblins City of Rextag, right? That was supposed to be the encounter. For some reason, these guys didn't fucking kill the easy Hobgoblins, even though they took out an entire city in Knowles. I don't know.
I don't know.
They decided not to do that, right? And so I'm like, all right, so now we're going to track the Hobgoblins next session. Okay, cool. We track them to this city. This massive, 1,000 feet across huge fort where the Green Dragon is. They do their little scouting mission. Ken's guy climbed the tree, this and that, saw what was in there. They decided they're going to attack it. I'm like, oh fuck! Now I got to stat up 300 fucking bad guys and get tokens and everything else. And I spent an entire Sunday doing this. Plus, I spent 2 hours learning how second edition dragons work, which is a whole different fucking read dragons in second edition. I dare you motherfuckers out there. It will break your brain how TSR fucking designed dragon in second edition. 2 hours of dragons, statted up a good green dragon, put all the stat blocks in the thing. They decide they're going to go there. And I'm like, all right, I'm ready for a battle. Ready to go. And then they chickened out. They said, oh, fuck, there's a dragon.
What do you mean chickened out? No, that was a smart move.
Well, they tracked some scouts, smart move, hunting a scouting, a hunting party or whatever. They killed them. They found out there's a big ass green dragon there. And they're like, well, shit, let's use our white dragon as a decoy, set the white dragon up to be killed. Green dragon kills it. We escape in the fucking fight. That was the way they were going to do it. I'm like, all right, well, it means you bypass the entire city fight that I spent an entire Sunday setting up. So where am I railroading you, motherfucker? I didn't railroad shit. I'm just prepping and prepping. I spent about 20 hours prepping stuff that I just described, just that little bit that you guys never did.
I think Paul's got something to say about that.
Well, I was going to say that at this point, I will then now make my case.
Yeah. Right. By the way, Paul drinks wine, so anything he says is his fucking sketch anyway. But continue.
As a recovering prepper.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a wine guy.
I'm going to put and a wine guy. Coffee guy mostly. But yeah, so for me, I've done the 20-hour preps.
Yeah.
And it's at that point, it's just too soul crushing for me. I'm like, I've just wasted 20 hours. And I know you'll say, no, Paul, but you have it ready. I understand that. But now I'm in, I have to get in a whole nother mode of things that I have not prepped. So I would rather be in a low prep mode and have the players somewhat exceed my expectations in a way. It's like, okay, if I have very low prep, I have a thing. If they don't go there, I'm not going to be super disappointed, but I have some other things that I can work with them. And so for me, as far as not no prep, lower prep, to me, it clears up a lot of bandwidth of things that I don't have to remember for them to be able to get into. I don't have to remember all the 20 rooms or whatever I got going on. I said, look, okay, they're not going to go there. Great. It's okay. We can just move right over here and I'll be able to create. I have now the bandwidth without having to dump 20 rooms in my head of the thing that we're supposed to do. Now I have the bandwidth to be creative to do the thing I need to do now.
Mm-hmm.
So
I get that, but I got no life. So for me, it doesn't matter. I'll spend an entire fucking Sunday prepping, right? And that's fun to me. And what I ended up doing was I had to convert over my version of Dragonborn, which is so far than anything 5th edition calls Dragonborn. Everything is very different about them. And I had to convert a 5th edition Dragonborn that I played my brother's campaign forever into a 2nd edition thing. That took an hour and a half, 2 hours to do, stat them up and everything and figure out. What I actually did too was, for the 2nd edition game, I was like, well, these Dragonborn are also spellcasters. Some are mages, some are clerics in addition to being another class, right? So I said, well, I don't want to create fucking each guy's own spell book. So I created a 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th, and 9th level clerical memorized spell list and mage memorized spell list, a generic one, so that if I ever get a mage, boom, here's a spell list he has memorized. And it's got all the fucking, the good ones, right? And it's not getting memorized fucking knock. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got all the spells.
I never have not a good one.
Yeah, because if they're in a fight against you, they're not memorizing knock. They're memorizing fucking, Mel's magic.
No, I'm going to surprise them. I'm not going to go.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's a different thing. And if that's a different story, I'll change it up. But if it's just a bad group versus good group, your group or whatever, I'm ready to go. And I have the flexibility. I also put down there some spells that are, if not this, then maybe these as backups, so I could swap out. To make it a little bit different. So essentially, I did all that work and didn't go. Didn't happen. No fucking railroad, motherfucker.
That's why I was just hoping you were kind of listening to it wherever you were, and it just got too much to you, and you were just going to come in hot and just start.
I was hoping I was going to think about doing it on last Friday. Then I forgot I had to go to my niece's play, so I thought I didn't make the show. So I'm like, shit. So
how much prep do you do, Vance? Like I think you're probably pretty minimal to none. You just kind of grab it and go.
Yeah, it depends. I mean, I've got when I'm running campaign, I've got I know basically what the party's going to do next session, and so I can build a little bit on that. Encounter, NPC, whatever. But then I also have just stuff I've scribbled in case they wander off or something like that. So like last night, I had a couple of people not show. I had one guy who was going to be late, and I wanted to wait for him to get there before we got kind of the meat of our.
This is your new campaign you're running in advance.
Yeah, it's my ongoing, OSE campaign.
Oh, okay, yeah, gotcha.
And then, so I've got, and one people, it's usual thing. One guy had to leave early. One guy was going to get there late. So I wanted to make sure everybody had some good engagement. So I had a map that I'd scribbled out a bunch of stuff that was going to be, in case they didn't get somewhere, it still had like a MacGuffin that they could get.
Gotcha.
And so we essentially, I've got basically an hour until, player B gets here. So, we've got like, 3 players. So let's go and grab you grab an NPC who says, hey, let's go check this thing out. We found some weird shit going on outside of town. We go drop them into that. Right. And it's one thing that I just got some stuff scribbled. I barely have stats on it. I just have like I have keywords.
Yeah, for OSE, the nice thing is you can.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, bunch of cultists, it's just we'll just go meat grind through them. So it's a bunch of 2-hit die, leather wearing mooks that might get a hit in or so, and then we've got a undead that's gonna maybe fuck with somebody, but they'll probably gang tackle him and figure it out. Absolutely. And then by that time we get back, everybody gets there, and then we can go into our the thing that I had a little bit more prep, but it's just written down in notebooks, and I happen to have a map of a floor plan of a building, that.
Well, you're one of your biggest skills, Vance, is you take anybody's map and you make something out of it. Vance, he always takes my maps and makes better adventures than I do from them. Yeah, he does that all the time. Yeah, they're always pretty good, and they're always, got some cool things. Like, that's pretty good. But no, I know you're very good at that. Yeah. So one of the things with prep too, I think most of the people around you guys know what the quantum ogre thing is. Mm-hmm. And I think. I don't know if it's considered a bad, negative thing or positive thing. I don't think of it either way. It's like a tool. It can be used too much or not enough.
It's one of those things that's written as a bad thing because the idea of it is if you're working in kind of more of a sandbox or a campaign situation, it takes away the kind of the idea of agency or free will of the players, characters. Like, okay, if I walk down, I get the fork in the road. If I go right, I hit the ogre. If I go left, I still hit the ogre. Yeah. Right. That said, personally, I've quantum ogred.
Oh, plenty. Yeah, absolutely.
And especially like in one shots and stuff like that. It's like, okay, fuck it, we're at 2 hours, 30 minutes of a 3-hour session. The bad guys in the next room.
Yes. Yes. That's a one shot. That's a con thing to do.
Yeah.
The quantum ogre thing, I don't generally do it, but what I'll do, like, there was a thing way back early in the 2nd edition game with the big fight, Tim, where you guys remember that, Vance? You were way up in the Hobbit land, and I developed out a whole halfling cave complex, statted up the goblin cave complex, statted up the goblins, and you guys decided I'm not going to go there. I'm like, all right, cool. I didn't force it, but that is a transplantable thing. I dumped that into my brother's game, and they fought the shit. You see what I mean? So it's reusable stuff like that. A simple map with a bunch of bad guys on it and a couple of interesting things on it. It's not quantum ogering if there's no consequence other than the fight. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to force the guys to fight it, but I may reuse it, 3 months later.
Right. Well, I think calling like the quantum ogre thing a negative, I think it's short-sighted. I think it's a very good tool that you want to use sparingly. a lot of times, like I'll use it maybe once or twice a game or not at all, because there's not, sometimes when you guys are going to do stuff, there might be it's not the actual, maybe the end event, but because you guys chose an interesting way I wasn't expecting, all of a sudden there might be like a little clue or a little piece of something there that's going to help you out now with the end event.
Mm-hmm.
So all of a sudden that wasn't there before, but because I don't have anything. The easiest way to say how I do it, I create situations, not solutions.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And so if you guys go off in a direction I thought was pretty interesting and I hadn't thought about it, and I think this, then I'll start going, okay, well, this will, for doing that, you might find something different than I didn't expect that would help you later on down, or might be a false, something that might seem like it's going to be helpful, but then you guys drink it or try to pick up a rose smelling bow and get possessed or something.
Right.
That could happen.
Yeah, it happened. Well, it's the idea of like, if we go down that other alleyway or something like that, I was just listening to a thing about having, kind of like if you're like in a mystery or, similar situation where you have the idea of having a surplus of clues, essentially. Yeah. So, it's the idea of it's not hinging on the players finding X. We've got a few other things. So, okay, if we go down the other way and we just happen to find, the body in the alley instead of, finding the package of letters,
right?
There it's still something that moves the story forward.
For the mystery stuff, I subscribe to the more of the gumshoe philosophy, and that's where it's not a matter if they find the clue, it's a matter of what they do with the clue.
Yeah.
And it may be the reasoning too, right? It may not be the reasoning or the story building part of that is open to configuration, right? Versus what maybe the path you thought. I was thinking, Vance saying about the letters. I had a player one time says, well, I wanted to check this guy's pocket for something. And I think I want to say that I did, I can't remember if I rolled it randomly or whatever was in his pocket, but there were letters there, and come to find out that just added to the story that says, hey, that the reason the guy did it is he was writing letters to this woman. And now that's why he's out here, trying to fight dragons and do things and whatever he's doing. The question is this: do you tell your players that you've done a quantum ogre? Do you tell them?
No.
Okay. Well, then the players don't know that they've lost agency in that.
No.
But
no.
I don't think, I think if you have an adventure like we were saying, like a one shot or something like that, look, that's the point of the adventure. If that's the thing you've set out to do.
Right. And my ogres aren't like I don't, I guess in a way my quantum ogres aren't an ogre yet. I don't I don't know what I'm going to put in your path until it seems like it makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Those letters, I didn't say they were supposed to look for, or they didn't know about the letters. And like you did, you just made up the letters to put them in there. So you kind of quantum put them in there that way. They just appeared because all of a sudden now you wanted them there, and it made sense to the story, and then had a lasting effect. And that's what more I do. So it's not like I have a clue or a ending in mind that I kind of, quantum them into. It's more like I'm going to add this now because it makes sense and it does drive the story, or you guys do something incredibly interesting or incredibly stupid or whatever extreme you guys tend to go into.
Yeah, well, right.
It's much more fun.
The what may remain the same, but the how and the why is completely
flexible. It's
flexible.
Fluid. Yeah.
Right. That changes the end game. That changes actually maybe what happens or why, and changes the decisions as they go along.
Hey, Ron, no, we're just kind of talking about the game. Yeah, we haven't got started playing yet because we always bullshit. At least before or after, we kind of have like meta game conversations because I don't know. I just like having that.
We haven't even done the cool thing of the week yet.
Yeah. Well, it gives time people to find us too. You know, I mean, you can start right at the very beginning. And there are people who are very good about this. O'Neal and the Erudite DM. Those guys, they show up on time. There's a lot of people that's like,
we don't even show up on time.
Well, we don't even show up on time either.
Right.
Yeah.
How many viewers we got, Tim? What are we looking at here?
We're up to 10 right now. We were up to 12 at one point.
Okay.
So
I'm on 6 on my channel. It looks like
6 on six on yours, 2 on mine, and 2 on Flint's right now.
Nice.
So,
all right.
But I think probably 3 of them are us. So
maybe. Do they count us? I'm still wondering.
I don't know. I thought like one time that they did, and then another time it didn't seem like, because I was on mine just making sure I was checking my messages, and it didn't count me. So I don't know.
And this show here is not for people who like things to start on time or end on time. Or
that's gamers
go in any way, shape, or form
it?
that you think it should go.
Yeah.
So if you're wanting that show, that show's not
wrong
here.
Place.
Right. You're wrong place, wrong people.
We're that's right. This is just what it is.
Yeah.
All right. Cool thing of the week. I'm going to do mine real quick. I got this a little while ago. I don't know. I just buy dumb stuff like this. Or no, Rob gave me this one. I already showed that one.
That was from our trip in New York.
Yeah, that's right. No, there was it's out there. You guys go ahead. I'm going to go grab my cool thing of the week.
Well, my cool thing of the week is easy because last week, you guys remember I was feeling sick and something was off. And after the show, I took my temperature 102.4 fever. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go to walk in the next day. It turns out I got pneumonia. So my cool thing of the week is antibiotics, baby.
Woo-hoo!
So, yeah.
Antibiotics.
All praise whoever the fuck invented antibiotics. All right. So I got like 10 days dose. I got 4 to go. Cool, and that means I could drink on Thanksgiving.
There we go.
That was good.
All right.
Glad you're feeling
better.
That's the day after.
Molly Hatchet, what's your cool thing?
Hey, my cool thing is I got this book from this guy named Rob Connolly.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best edited book of the OSR unit.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. The rumor's out there that it's the best edited. I can't wait to find a mistake. That'd be awesome. I'm going to read through it just to find a misspelling.
Oh, yeah.
Blame it on Rob.
But I'm oh, really? Blame it on Rob. Okay.
Yeah, it was perfect when I gave it to him. Rob pulled a Rob and fucked it up. Tim knows what I'm talking about.
Clearly. So yeah, I finally got this, and I also have his the Island of Pyreid.
Pyreid. I didn't know.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it's weird.
Should have heard the first one you wanted.
Oh gosh, yeah, I kept on because one of Rob's things is he makes names that just make you kind of. I can't. It just sounds weird.
It's the Ed Greenwood effect. That's what I always call it. He just makes up words that are just like, I don't even want to say that word.
Right.
I don't even want to say it.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't even want to attempt to pronounce it.
Right, exactly.
If you don't like Pyreid, it was a compromise, guys. You'd be happy that you didn't get the first one.
Oh, yeah.
So, yes, review will be coming. I'm going to read through it. There's a lot of nice stuff in it. So, highly recommended if you're looking for how to make a fantasy sandbox, which I am doing with my Hex Crawl of Horror. And if you would like to watch my latest video where I made a terrible, terrible orphanage called the Orphanage of Maggots.
Yes.
I
can't. I
was listening to that, Jim. It was great. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one, Paul. I was like, ooh. What about you, Vance?
How much? I don't know if anybody else here watches he's the archaeologist, historian, does a lot of debunking.
Oh, but, yeah. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
He had a thing on the vampire burials, and his partner did up shirts with a graphic of one of the vampire burial, which is a body with a stone in its mouth.
Interesting.
And part of the proceeds actually go to Asheville, North Carolina recovery, because that's where she's from. So I got one for myself and one for the shorter half as well. So
I thought you were going to pick up his wife.
Yeah. I was like, well, if she was wearing it, I would like drag it in front of the camera.
So here's my cool thing of the week. Big graph paper.
Nice.
There it is.
Oh, I got a book of that. Is that the 11 by 7? Wait, how big is that?
No. This is 17 by 22.
Is this 1-inch squares?
I have 11 by 17, but Bien Fang is a great paper. I'm holding mine right now. My paper, I mean.
We can't see it, Joe.
It's really good. And they got the little hexes and the big hexes.
Oh, there we go.
So this is, they're 1/4-inch squares, and then they
got
got 1-inch squares. I know. I'm gonna go through quite a few microns, and And the stupid thing is I'm making these big maps, but I'm not putting an end into it. So I'm going to have another big map that's going to go off of it. And,
nice.
Yeah, that's going to be level 1.
Scale. Is that how you're doing
it? Pretty much. Yeah.
Where'd you get that? The only ones I've seen, the biggest ones I've seen are 11 by 17. I didn't know they came bigger than that.
Yeah, this is Hobby Lobby.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. There's some around here.
And you say there's quarter-inch squares?
Yeah. So they're the standard 1/4-inch graph. So four per inch, but then it has an inch grid too. So it has a 1/4-inch grid. And I don't know if you saw then it's got a 1-inch grid also.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty good. And I got some other alcohol markers, which are, nice. I watched this one mapper on Instagram. I can't think of her name. Soul Punk Girl or something like that. Mapper Soul Punk. But she draws maps all the time, and she does such a beautiful job with her maps. And then she uses these alcohol markers to kind of color in the boundaries and just kind of give a little texture to it. And that's because of her. The one thing I will warn you though, when you're using alcohol markers, make sure you have something underneath your piece of paper, or your wife will get mad at you because now there's blue on the table.
Ooh.
And it's very difficult to get out.
Don't give them to Joe. Joe just sit there and lick them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. So you got a girl got you into alcohol, is what you're saying, right. And Ivy's mad. That's really what I just heard.
Yeah, but she makes some really cool maps. She did that. What was it? Dungeon 20 was that last? Yeah, Dungeon 23. It must have been last year. Yep. You draw like a room a year or day or something like that. So she did the whole year. And here's the thing: she did all the room numbers and Roman numerals. And about like in March, I'm like, I bet you regret numbering them in Roman numerals about now. She's like, yeah, I would have did it differently. I was like, well, you get to learn them at least. All right, why don't we get into, and Joe, did you get your extra XP for doing, I think you guys all did one, didn't you, this time?
I did a video just today, yeah, so let me
I did not do a video again. I'm such a lazy
you didn't
person.
do that's
loser.
I am.
Now,
36 XP.
Paul, now, okay, so some quick house cleaning. Or is it just creeping? So we'll change the luck point now. Instead of advantage calling it before, we'll use it the traditional way.
The bailout. The bailout way.
Yeah, but you have to keep it. I mean, but you could roll a 10 and like, oh man, I really want to do it, and then you roll a 1. Well, guess what?
Yeah.
You rolled a 1. So in that way, it's kind of not in your guys' favor. But at least now you guys, if you miss, you can just say, I want to try it again. Because it just doesn't seem to be in use all that much.
Did we get our luck point at the end of the last session?
Yeah, everybody's got their luck point.
Everybody's got one.
I don't.
Okay.
I was going to say, I don't use it. It's not that I don't use it for mechanical reasons. I don't use it because I forget I have it.
Well, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Because because the way I do it, if you roll and you screw up, it's like, oh, screw, you can't do anything. Where now, if you roll and you screw up, I can say, well, you can use your luck point, and then go from there. So I think it'll be. Just want to get the mechanic used.
Okay.
Vance, and you've got your new magic missiles or whatever. Did you figure out which one you're going to do? Vance made me up 3 versions of magic missiles
for that one because I added Ken's option 2 of the sniper as well.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
It's basically just I gave the D6 damage with it, rolling advantage.
Okay.
So
all right.
Let's see. Let's see what Blog is going to try for.
All right.
I'm just going to roll a random D4. 3. That is. I've got to look at my blog here quick.
I put the link to Vance's blog.
I was gonna say, can we? Where's that at, Joe?
It's in my channel. I can't post to multiple channels with the reason.
I know. Can you put it in the private chat, Joe?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going for the Merv.
Oh, there it is. He's going for which one? What's that one do again?
That's multiple missiles, and they can be individually targeted.
Oh, right. Yeah. I like that one. I liked all the versions that you did.
Yep.
It was good, cool. Man. It was well done.
Yeah, same thing. Like you were talking about posting your stuff up on Reddit and stuff, and everybody was telling me, "Why don't you just use AD&D or whatever like that?" And it's like, what's the point in that? Of what? That's why we make shit up. It's more fun to make shit up. Or take the originals and then play with it a little bit.
And then, Paul, what level are you?
Let's see. I am level 4.
Level 4. So we'll invoke bringing on the Doom rule for you. So now he's got the ability to roll advantage twice during a session for damage.
Oh, okay. Advantage for damage.
Yeah. Because so the way I wrote it up, we'll see how it works, is kind of like for every 2 levels you are round down, you get to add another time you could do during a session roll for advantage for your damage.
Okay.
I never knew that rhymed.
How much then? So where am I at then with okay. So extra damage is going to be
extra damage is only if you roll a 2 on that thing. So when you turn 5th level, if you roll a 2, then you get an extra die of damage kind of thing.
Right. So I don't get it till 5th level. I don't get it now.
Well, there's 2 different things. There's bringing on the Doom.
Right.
And that's just like your kind of subclass ability where you can say, I'm going to roll for advantage for my damage for this attack.
Right.
And then say you roll a 2 for your next level, then you could get another die to your damage. So instead of doing 1d6,
gotcha.
you'd be doing 2d6, and then you can use your advantage for damage. Then I keep saying that a lot, and you could roll advantage with that and just murderize it.
Yeah, I want to throw in. I want to keep singing, "Bringing on the Heartache" instead of "Bringing on the Doom." It may be the same thing. I don't know. I may have to have a soundtrack for that.
You're drinking too much fucking wine, Paul. God damn, you got some fucking bourbon. Bringing on the Heartache. Jesus Christ.
Just
dances. Are you offended?
Here. It's just got to be, you just got to keep flirting with disaster after all, so.
Yeah. Yep.
Exactly.
The death bringer behind you. Well, that's not
what I do. I flirt with disaster all the time.
That's right.
That's called counting on Ken to heal us, flirting with disaster, really, if you think about it. He's not here tonight, as you noticed, so he's got a lot of work to do. So.
Yeah, so we're safe from being
all right.
Yeah, we're safe.
That's right. We're safe from being healed. I like the way Vance puts it. We're safe. We don't have to worry about being healed. Oh my God! Thankful for that.
Infamously, Tim and Tim created this thing, and I've used it in multiple games with these Hugo ceiling potions, where there's a 1 in 6 chance it just fucking doesn't work. And I'm thinking, only in this game, only with Shadowdark, does Hugo's look like a better option than a fucking cleric. You get a better shot.
Well, it's your only option.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'd say, Paul, since you didn't do a recap, do a recap now.
Well, the recap is that when last time we left, we were we were down in that cavern there where the Cardmaster was, underneath the city there, and there's a lot of backstory going on with Columbo and Draymond. They were brought into these visionary kind of places, and then they left these portals open. It's like they didn't shut the door. Like, Look, it's like talking to your children. Shut the door.
I tried.
Why are we leaving the doors open? You're living in a barn, and so portals are there, and monsters are coming through. Okay, so then we have giant, giants, rock people, or undead. Excuse me, undead giants that are unbelievably difficult to battle with, especially when you decide you want to throw your great axe, as somebody did. Just slips, just has slipping through my fingers. But we found out too that the card master, we don't know where he went. I don't think we even know where the people that disappeared into the cards. We never found that out.
No, we didn't learn shit.
We didn't learn absolutely nothing other than the fact that we're just getting in trouble. But lots of other cool stuff happened, I think, too, with just the backstories of Columbo and Draymond. Blaga is somewhat, I'm trying to remember, is he currently free from the power of the bow?
Yeah,
I'm free from the power of the bow. I was able to return it to the
that's right,
to the guild, and they put it back in the storeroom where
that's right. And Taryn says he's not going in there. He's not dealing with those people again. So he said, I'm not going in there. And so we are now sitting in the city awaiting some other task.
No. We got a whole shit show going on because we're walking down the fucking street, me and Blaga.
Oh, that's right.
Punk ass bitch of a fucking dwarf. I smell
we got the dwarves that
I smell
costing you for the
So I was like, I threatened to cut his head off. Yeah. And I'm gonna call the guard, and he sent his little bitch goon to follow us. I'm like, well, we better get to the mage guild to let him know there's a portal to hell open. So we get there, and the bitch was like, I'm gonna tell, you're in trouble. So I punched him out, knocked him out, and threw his ass outside. Right? So he's done. So he's out of it. So it begs the question, if he doesn't report us as to where we go, we don't they'll never find us, really. I asked the mage lady who gave her back the dagger. I asked her, hey, can you hook us up here and back us? And she's like, hey, my problem, you asshole. You fucked up the whole plan. Yeah. So basically, we're on our own. We got to go to the Adventurers Guild and get Denny Crane to fucking represent us. So that's kind of, I think, where we left off with that. Me and Blaga were heading to the Adventurers Guild to, number one, try to maybe get a lead on where to sell these 3 mythical coins we got. And then 2, hey, we got an incoming issue with some dwarven assholes. But these dwarves, I'm wondering how they're going to find us. That's the one thing.
Oh, well, if they're mages, the mages will find you.
No, the mages have nothing to do with this. The dwarves, those bitch dwarves, are the ones who are going to you stole my coin.
Oh, they're just going to sniff you out. Well,
they're going to hire a mage to find us.
Oh, they could, but then I'm going to hire a mage to do a detect lie, and then So so we go to Adventurers Guild, and we gotta hustle there, I think, and make our way there. I think, Blaga, and I think we're gonna meet you there, Taryn.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you were over buying yet another set of armor.
Yes, exactly.
I go through armor like nobody's business. I go through armor,
and I got to repair my armor at some point before we go into another deep hole in the ground because I got some damage due to the last fight. But yeah, so that's kind of where we left off. So. Tim, are we still in the Mage Guild, Blaga and I? And the guy's still knocked out?
Which guy did you knock out?
The little weasel.
We were on our way. I think we were basically walking out.
Yeah, we're about to leave the Mage Guild. That little weasel I punched out and knocked him out.
Yeah, he went running back to his.
No, Vance. He's knocked out.
I thought he went. For some reason I thought he was running off to the.
No, I punched him and knocked him out. Remember, we had to figure out what his concussion damage and how much hit points does he have.
Yes.
Okay, so we're just going to leave him out cold in the floor of the Mages Guild.
I threw him outside the door of the Mages Guild.
Yeah, he did do it inside.
Yeah, there was a bum rush involved.
Yeah, I threw him outside the door of the Mages Guild. So on the way out, I'm going to kick him 3 times in the balls and then walk to the Adventurers Guild.
Oh, here we go.
When he wakes up, he'll have some issues.
Maybe a little swollen, is what you're saying.
Oh, oversized, yeah.
A little swollen. Oh goodness. Mackerel.
So after the nut mashing,
with the heel of the boot.
So are you going to the Adventurers Guild, you said?
Yeah, we got to hire Denny Crane.
All right. So on your way over there, you see it's kind of midday. It's got this is the festival's last day. So you see it like kind of right where you're walking through. They almost have not almost. They have a large edifice of what would look like a hollow man. But there's people are stuffing things inside of this hollow man.
Okay. Is Nicolas Cage in there?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. But who was the other? Who was Wicker Man? I can't think of his name now. It was Sauron. Yeah.
Christopher Lee.
Oh, look, Christopher Lee. Yeah.
But so you have a group of Sarath people who are taking people donations. You see quite a few people bringing them things to something was going on wrong with Ivy, and she just laughs really weird.
Okay.
Jersey. I mean, Jersey.
Yeah, I know. Well, it almost sounds like she's choking and hiccuping when she's laughing. Sometimes I gotta kind of keep it out.
Yeah, be careful when they get that crazy laugh going.
Exactly.
Something's probably going down.
You're right. She's probably watching Friends or something. Yeah.
Or Jersey Shore.
No. She's from Jersey. She's not. Well, nobody from the Jersey Shore is from Jersey. So
that's true. All Long Island.
Yeah,
all Long Island Guidos.
Right. They're all exactly. But so you see a group of people lining up, giving donations to these priests of Sarath, and they're taking these donations and they're putting them in this edifice of this giant humanoid-looking thing.
Donations of what?
They're wrapped up, like they're in bags or wrapped up in like paper or cloth or some sort of thing. So from what you can tell, Taryn, just kind of glancing by, you can tell some of them. You hear that there's chickens in some of them. You hear that you can kind of tell that maybe some of them are like a sack of potatoes or. Some are just unidentifiable, but what it looks like is they're offering something that they can maybe like afford, depending on the person.
Okay.
Because as you guys are walking by, you see the folks that look like farmers. They're donating more like food items or small game. Where there was this, we'll just say this higher up noble-looking guy who tried to donate something, and the priest shook his head and gave it back to him.
Huh.
It's like his third board child.
or second wife. Maybe trying to, here, take her. I'm going to
look displeased. He didn't look pleased with whatever he offered.
I'm going to make a wide berth, Tim, so I don't get peer pressured into giving something.
There's people walking around. There's only, there's just certain people who are doing it. It doesn't look like they're pulling people off the street.
Yeah, well, I'm going to approach that man who did not, his offering was not good enough. I'm going to approach him to see what he had that was not good enough. Hey, what? Why did they tell you no for your offering?
He kind of looks embarrassed and he goes, I guess I didn't give enough.
Well, what are you giving?
He opens up this, it looks like it's a small pouch, and you see it's full of like some gem chips and gemstones and stuff.
Okay, and that's not enough.
I guess not. I gotta go back and get something different.
No, come with me.
Oh God, there we go. Now he's not with us, right? He's walking separately than me and Rand.
You guys said you were taking a wide berth. I don't know what Blog is doing.
Yeah. I'm going with Columbo.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny that you're going with Columbo to stay out of trouble?
Yeah.
The irony.
Everyone has a lapse of judgment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so I'm going to lead him back to that priest of Sarath,
mm-hmm.
and I'm going to go.
So let me give you a quick thing before you go over there. All right. So the priest of Seraph looks like the low end, like the lowest end of a priest. Like he's like a 12-year-old who his dad was the coach and he got the start. Okay, kind of thing. But but around him there are some serious looking guys, some big guys that are well armored and definitely none of them would be confused with having a sense of humor.
Oh, well, okay.
So just so you know the kind of layout there, because some of the gifts that they're getting set aside. Not all of them are being put into the giant.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go over. I'm going to ask him and say, why is this man's offering not good enough for you?
It's not good enough for Sarah, sir. What would you like to donate?
Let's see. How about both your hands?
And when you see that, one of the guards, one of the guards comes up. You need to move away now. And he pulls out. He's got a long sword. He pulls out like the beginning of his blade. He doesn't pull it all the way out, but he's getting it ready.
Okay. Terrence says, he looks at the man, he goes, so he pulls into his pouch, and he is going to give the man
oh, please do what I think you want to do.
He's going to give, I don't know if I'm going to do what you're going to do, but he's going to give the man 20 silver pieces to.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to, I just had this image of Taryn reaching into his pouch and then pulling out his middle finger.
Yeah.
That's what I got for you.
Yeah, that would have been fine. But Taryn is he has a fair intelligence. He can read a room.
Sure. So this guy, as soon as you pull out the money, he nods. The priest takes it. He puts his, resheaths his sword and steps back, and he goes, "Bless Sereth upon you, sir."
Yeah, whatever. So the man. Is that the man's offering as well? I mean, I'm giving offering for him. Yes.
That was for you. That's what they're taking it as.
Oh, they're taking. Okay.
They're taking it as yours.
Well, then I will give them the other gentleman. I'll give him 20 as well.
And he kind of pushes it back. He goes, that will be settled between him and us.
If he has an offering to give, why can he not give it?
Sereth requires more for him.
And why is that? Sereth sounds like a douchebag.
Sereth works on a rolling schedule.
So the big guy steps forward again, and he goes, "You need to leave now. Thank you for your donation, but leave now. And don't confuse this for a conversation."
Is this the 12-year-old saying this?
No. The 12-year-old's the one that's being contrite and just trying to explain things to you.
Yeah.
As soon as the guy steps up, he kind of like steps to the side too, because he looks like he's kind of a bit terrified of this guy.
So, you're talking about this is another priest that has come in.
Remember, he's the big fighter dude that I was talking about. There's a bunch of them behind him.
One of the crowds that came over. Yeah, one of the guys from the crowd. Okay.
Right, from like the guards. They're basically they're Sereth guards, and one of the bigger, what you would probably, with your knowledge of, posturing or whatever, he's probably the leader of these guards here. And there's 12 other ones there too that are armed.
Yeah. Well, he will. He just kind of stares at them, Nods there. He looks really sharp, like he's memorizing his face. He's going,
This guy would be easy to recognize. Have you ever seen Lemmy from Motorhead?
Yeah.
There you go. Guy looks exactly like Lemmy from Motorhead.
Okay.
Very distinct look.
I take a picture of that with me and walk away.
Okay. All right. And the guy goes, thanks for trying. It just wasn't enough for him.
But why is your case so different? And why is Sareth judging you so harshly?
Because I have more to give, I guess.
Do you, though?
I do. I was just trying to get away with getting rid of some of my stuff that I wasn't going to use.
Taryn is taken aback by that. He looks around like, and he punches him in the face.
There we go.
He just punches him in the face because he almost got him in trouble.
I don't think he almost got you in trouble.
Yeah,
we did. If I didn't see him, he is giving shabby offerings, and he can give more.
What he was giving, and you thought it was perfectly valuable.
Well, I did until I found out he could give more. I thought that's all he had.
No, yeah. Like when he's well dressed and he looks like he's well to do. He's just a younger guy. But okay, so you punch him in the face.
Right in the face.
Right in the face. Go, he's completely off guard. Give me a roll 1d4.
Jesus Christ.
1d4.
Paul is simultaneously somebody who's never lived in a city, because you just got to understand you mind your own fucking business. And at the same time, he's like an Irish guy who says, is that a private fight or can anyone join in?
Right.
You know, he's sort of crossing both boundaries there.
Yeah. 2. All right. So you clip him solid enough. He doesn't get knocked out, but when you hit him right in the nose and blood just kind of,
yeah, and I tell him, I go.
He's on the ground. His little gem shards spill out onto the ground, and he just looks really dazed and confused.
Yeah. So I tell him, I say, look, don't be a cheapskate.
And he looks up at you and just shakes his head, and he's like holding his nose and just completely baffled by what just happened.
So am I.
Yep, and I just walk off from there, and I go back. I go back to the guy who looks like Lemmy.
Yeah.
I go, you can feel free to kill him if you like. He's a cheap bastard. Deserves everything that you told him. And he leaves.
And as you're leaving, you hear him say to one of the other guards, he goes, "Fucking hate living in the city."
This is stuff that like on that Overheard in New York,
right?
Like random stuff that you hear or see. Yeah.
All right, so Blaga and Colombo, you reach the Adventurers Guild, and you see that there's very few people there right now.
Okay.
Like in the opening part, where you guys go in, there's like a section of it where it's just open. They have like, what do you call it? Forgot what those doors were called. What are they called, Vance? The ones that kind of they got different panels. They open up and they close. And
are you talking about the one that's split top versus bottom?
No, not the ones that they're like paneled. And so they kind of fold in on each other, and then you can bring them out.
I know what you're talking about, like like the closet door kind of things.
Exactly.
I can't tell you.
Doors.
Yeah, and accordion doors.
Accordion door. That's exactly what it is. Okay, so it open. It's only half open right now, but they're still letting people come in and out. But that's where you guys do your main dealings, and where the tavern is, and where the basic storing of gear or generalized selling of gears at.
That's what I was wondering about that, Tim. We can actually store stuff there. We have like a Foot Locker or whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah, you guys have your own storage area there, so you could do something like that. Accordion, thank you, Mac. Yep.
Yes, yeah. I would like to look in the log. I'd like to store these so we don't get sniffed out by every dwarf in the city.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, and also maybe inquire.
Hopefully they don't get free reign of this place.
Well, I mean, here's the thing: is that the one guy they sent to keep an eye on us and let them know where we are. I mean, he's knocked out with like crushed nuts, so he's not going to be able to find us, right? Last time they saw us with the event was the Mage Guild. They can maybe track us down from there, but at the same time, we should also inquire as to maybe legal counsel as to this asshole too, right? Yeah. So, hence Denny Crane in my picture there. So anyway, there I walk up to say, adventure in good standing here with the guild. I was wondering if I could put something in storage in my personal space.
So you walk up to the counter, and there's somebody new there that you haven't seen before. She's kind of a middle-aged woman, short cropped hair, kind of got a good size nose on her.
Oh, nose.
And she smiles and she's like, "Well, what can I help you with? You need to store something?" You said.
Yeah, we have a little. How big are these coins, Tim? I don't even know. Are they?
They are. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something.
Like a saucer, like a cup saucer plate.
Yeah,
thing?
Maybe like a teacup saucer.
All right.
Size. They're not solid all the way through because they have like that design it and it has hollow spots through it and everything. But it's still, it's, and then of course Mithril's much lighter than what it looks like anyway.
Yeah. So, what are they worth, Tim? Do we know?
No, you have no freaking clue.
All right.
You just know every time you touch it, you get a little dwarven chubby.
Yeah. Well, they are little but wide.
Like a pop can, sure. Yeah.
All right. So do we have to declare what's in there, or do we just say put this pouch in there?
The only thing that you've heard of is like if there's magic items because they're not going to store anything that's going to blow up the place.
So we're not writing down on a list. I'm putting this and this and this.
No. You got your own. Basically, what they give you is almost like a locker that has a knock spell on it, and these knock spells are custom made for you.
Okay.
But people in the higher ups can get in there though too, of course.
All right, but I mean, they're obviously not going to do it because they would screw the whole guild, and there goes the trust.
Right. I mean, the only thing, like when you agreed to join it, the only reason why if they think there's danger in there, or if they hear something's alive in there, or certain, like any reason why your landlord would go into your place.
Yeah. Meth lab. Yeah.
Right. If they smell cat urine for no reason and there's no cat.
Yeah. All right. Then I say, I'll hold the pouch with the things in them. And I want to put these in my storage unit.
Okay. And she goes back and she opens up another side door and you go in there. And I'm just imagining this thing like some kind of concrete looking locker room. And there's like little panels and stuff. And then she takes you to your
Oop, lost him.
You there, Tim?
Lost.
Yeah.
He's frozen.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Frozen.
Okay, everybody gets 100 XP.
Nice.
And 500 gold.
Little panel, you put your hand on it and it opens up.
Oh,
there
okay.
we go.
Shit,
you know what the weird thing is I lose my connection, but I can hear you guys perfectly fine. And hear the 100 XP and he's frozen. Yeah, but I lose connection. I'll probably lose like during the Friday night thing. I lost connection like 3-4 times. I don't know. I just have shitty internet over here. So
yeah.
But yeah, so you can put what you will figure it out to be, guys, is you'll be able to put like 10 slots of something into that you want in there.
All right.
Okay. So like small locker, large safe deposit box. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
All right. I'll put all 3 coins in mine then. and just lock it, whatever,
you just shut it.
Code word or something, and
No, well, it's like the old traditional knock spell is if you were with the mage and cast it with it, you can pass back and forth through it as if it's not locked. But if like Vance tries to open up your lock, it won't open at all because it's magically sealed. However, it can be easily surpassed by or a knock spell. Or I should say wizard knock spell and then knock spell. So, but yeah, it's about as protected as you can get without throwing it in the middle of the ocean and whatnot. So,
and I'm gonna, after I put that in there, inquire with the lady at the front desk as to potential legal issues. What is the guild's policy on representation, just in case?
You'll be represented by one of the council here at the guild. Then,
is there someone I can speak with now? Let them give a heads up.
She says everybody's kind of out and about for the last day of the festival. They should be back tomorrow, depending on how much they drink today.
All right. That sounds good. Then maybe we'll touch base tomorrow and look at blog and say maybe we should wait for our troublemaking hairy friend and then head over to, who was his name, who gave us Find My Wife, that fucking guy. Godfrey, yeah. And check out, let Godfrey know what's going on. He's looking forward to it. Plus, he has some of our stuff.
Yeah, that sounds fine. I'm sure that Darren's just going out there doing the Lord's work or something.
Yeah. It shouldn't be any problems or anything. Yeah. So let's wait for Taryn, and then we'll find Godfrey and talk to him.
Yeah. As long as he doesn't get,
Is that where you were headed to, Taryn?
Oh yeah, it's probably on my way to find them.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are leaving as Taryn's coming back out. You see that his right hand's got blood all over it.
Great.
As usual.
As usual.
Taryn, I see you got new armor. Where did you get that?
Down the street. It was a nice little store down there. I have a running thing with them because I seem to go through a lot of armor.
Noticed that. You must have a revolving line of credit and this frequent flyer card and all that too.
We're on a first name basis.
Yeah. Maybe you give me a friends and family discount. I need to repair some of this masterwork. On the way to seeing Godfrey, Tim, maybe we could go. Is this Godfrey on the map that I'm pointing at here, Tim? Is this him here?
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, is that it? Yep. That's
all right. That. All right. So let's walk to the armorer he was talking about.
Okay.
Maybe take some of the back ways rather than so to avoid the traffic.
The armor, I can't remember. Where was it, Paul? I think it was in the I have to mark that. I keep forgetting where that's at.
I am almost sure. Was it not? Where's it at? Right.
Hard to see the blue.
Is it over here somewhere?
I think it is. We'll put it right there.
I'm almost sure it was kind of around that area.
Okay. Well, that's kind of we'll shoot across there and then shoot up the Godfrey, but maybe take some of the back ways so that these assholes don't see us.
Which assholes?
Yeah, the more specific, and also the party. Like do it this way, Tim.
Okay. Yeah.
And then go that way.
All right. Sounds good. And as you guys are walking this way, you see a group of city guards grouped together. Usually the groups of city guards that gather together are usually like 4 to 5 is what they travel in, the guard patrols and everything. But there's like 20 city guards in one spot. And there's, and they're not kicking the shit out of somebody in the middle. They're just all standing around.
Is it a donut place nearby?
They're not giving anybody the business.
Yeah. Is there a donut place nearby?
There is no crawlers to be found anywhere.
Dunkin'. All right.
No Dunkin'.
Big crawlers.
Use a crawler now. You got it in my head. All right. Let's maybe without making it obvious we're avoiding him. I don't see why we should not avoid him. Especially with Taryn in the group.
So you're going. Well, they're almost taking up the street, trying to get through.
Yeah, I was saying give these alleys between buildings, though, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, then that's not a problem at all. And you go through and you end up at the armor.
Okay.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
Safe. We avoided another Terran situation. All right.
Yeah, certainly way troublemakers.
Yep. All right. I walk in there. See, Terran, your friend. Looking for an armorer here. Is he here?
Yes, he's right over there.
Good sir. I'm looking for some armor repair.
And you see this very muscular woman pop out from behind the counter.
Ma'am. Sorry.
And she's like, that's pretty nice armor.
Yeah. It's good work. I got a little damage.
She kind of looks at it. What did this to it?
I fucking forget, actually. Was it the ice thing?
I think it was the undead stone giant you were fighting.
Oh, I got beat on by a guy with a big rock.
Yeah.
Wasn't him looking at Terran. Somebody else.
All right. Well, what can I do for you?
Looking to get some repairs done to it. I'm not sure what it would take to get it done and how soon and how long it would take.
Roll me a d20.
Do I want high or low?
Low, in this case.
I got a 1. And then I got a 2. It's both low numbers.
Right. Well, we got a lot of people who are getting repairs, and our repair guys at the festival today. So you're looking at probably 12 days out.
12 days. Jeez,
Yeah.
I was hoping to get it sooner. You know who else might be able to do it? Any other people you trust to refer?
I mean, yeah.
Maybe I'll give you a referral fee, a couple of silver.
No, I'm not worried about that. I'm just trying to think who might help because the guy we have repairing the armor looks like he's the one who made your armor.
Oh, all right. Well, then he would know how to do it best. Yeah.
Right. So what I can do in the meantime is I can sell you another set of armor.
I don't want to buy another set. I mean, I'm hoping this one would.
It looks like you go through your armor pretty quick. I mean,
sadly, that would be the situation.
He does not go through his armor faster than me.
That is true.
No. I mean, Taryn, you keep on coming in your loincloth.
Yeah, but you like it. Don't lie.
She nods her head. Yeah, I've seen worse.
You saw anything through that hair? I don't know how you saw anything, but whatever. Let's.
You're an adventurer, right? And you look like you go through a lot of stuff. Well, one thing, there's 2 ways you can do this. You can hire a guy from like one of our apprentices and stuff through the blacksmith guy, and hire him on as a henchman, and do what you normally do, or you can wait long delays to get your armor repaired, or you can buy 2 sets of armor and wear one while the other one's getting repaired, because I guarantee you whatever set you buy is going to get damaged, and that's one's going to need repaired, and hopefully by then the other one will be repaired.
Lady, you make some sense.
I make sense because I like making money too. So why not sell you another set?
Yeah, you make some sense. What would another set cost?
Of that?
Yeah.
I can't remember, Joe. What was the cost of was it chain or plate that you had?
This is chain because plate takes away something
your
from
dex.
me.
Yeah, your dex.
Yeah. So it's master.
So chain times 100.
Times 100? Okay.
Yep.
Where's the goddamn?
Or wait, no. It wasn't 100. I think it was 10. Yeah, 10.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm just looking for the damn.
Is there an option to lease instead of buy?
I was actually wondering that.
No.
Kind of like Renaissance armor.
Unfortunately for adventurers, they tend to.
I'll tell you what. I'll just take a regular set of chain for now, and you guys can repair the masterwork. The masterwork just gives me the +1, right, Tim?
Gives you just +1. But the thing is like, say you would have gotten hit by that creature before, there was a chance it could have just destroyed the armor.
Yeah.
So,
all right, I'll give her the 60 now for the regular.
Okay.
And that's still 2 slots, so 195 I'm down to. Because once I got to wait till I sell these freaking mithril coins to get the money,
Right.
All right. And then I'll add so I'll just knock down 1 off my AC for now.
Right.
19. Okay. All right.
So, Taryn, what are you going to pick this time?
What do you mean? What am I going to pick?
I can't remember. Do you have armor on now or not?
Yeah, I bought chainmail.
Oh, you already did buy. Okay, I thought you had to come in and buy more.
Nope. I've
Gotcha.
already bought chainmail from the last time.
chainmail.
You broke my chainmail last time, so
Right,
I came back and
true.
I bought some more.
Okay. So, anything else I can interest you in? We have some good shields over here, and we've got a couple things coming up. If you guys want to put down a deposit of sorts, we can get you into our specialty buyers club.
Jesus Christ.
Darren's like all in. He's like, "Oh, tell me more."
It's like,
So what
I like to feel special.
She's like,
Yeah, it's
well,
like Costco.
we sometimes work with the Mages Guild and we get enchanted armor.
Taryn is the kind of guy who, when you go on vacation, he would buy the timeshare condo. He's that guy.
I might.
Right.
I might. And then I'd burn it down to get out of
Yeah.
Right.
What do
you mean? You got to pay good.
Let's burn it down. Yeah, he doesn't know. I mean, he's like, what kind of mage's armor do you have coming in?
Well, it costs you 100 silver pieces per year to take a look at it.
100 silver pieces per what?
Year.
It's going to be here in year?
Well, then you get a chance to look at what stock we have.
What is this for? So you get special stuff before anybody else gets to see it?
No, we don't put our magic armor out on the floor.
Oh, just for magic armor. I see.
Yes.
Well, if this armor gets destroyed, I will come back and I'd be interested.
Even if. You might as well buy it now, dude.
Hey, unlike your armor, my armor's fine right now.
Uh-huh. Mine is too. Speaking of which, my armor, how much is it going to cost to repair that, do you think?
It costs 10%.
10%. All right. So
yeah, so what was the total cost of it?
600, so it'll cost 60.
No. Your master armor.
Yeah. It would cost 600.
Oh, it did cost 600. Okay.
Yeah.
So it'll cost 60 to fix it.
All right, 60. I'm going to deduct that now.
Okay.
And I don't remember that way, I won't remember next time. Moving down the income stream here. Okay.
All right.
Good lady. You ever do anything with mithril? Armor, shields, any magic, any things like that?
Of course we do.
Are there people who craft mithril? Do you
There's
do that?
special. We have a couple smiths that deal with mithril. You don't give that over to anybody.
I would imagine, yeah. Who would even buy and sell mithril to do such a thing?
Well, we generally buy mithril from the mining guild. We have a contract with them because usually people who bring in mithril, they don't have enough of quantity for us to really consider, and we can't get it at the price that we can make a profit at.
Yeah, it's a good way to convert money. If you don't want to carry gems around, then you got a lot of silver or something, you convert it to a mithril coin, or it's lighter and it seems like who would I have ever had, God forbid, ever had more than enough silver to do that? Who would I go to?
Are you looking to do? So you have some mithril coins?
Well, maybe.
But you could go to any of the money changers and exchange it. I mean, you'll be paying. Well, the problem is it depends on who your mithril coins are minted by, because they do a conversion cost, and sometimes it is Can get expensive.
What about an antique mithril?
Well, it depends on what kind of, because we do have collectors around town, and who knows, they might pay if they find some historical value or a collector finds some significance in it. Who knows how it could be worth much more.
All right, that sounds good. I think we appreciate your advice.
Yeah, not a problem. Well, you've been a good customer so far. We'll get your stuff fixed up. Taryn's always in here, so
yep, she's the best though.
Appreciate it, Tim.
Once I get enough silver, I think I'll join your gold club.
It's worth it. Sometimes we have low stock on there. It just depends because we do have a lot of people who are members, and they come through, and we've got some adventuring groups that hit it big. They come through and wipe us out of armor. It's not like it's an extensive collection, but sometimes we get some really we have to work with the Mages Guild, and she looks over at Blaga and that, and sometimes they have interesting effects on them, so that we don't know until afterwards because none of us are mages here. So
yeah, you don't want to pick up a piece of armor, for example, and then be cursed and you can't use anything else other than that.
No, that's part of the contract. No curse stuff.
Or weapons that may possess you.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah. That's probably what they have with the weapons guild. We just we deal with the please don't hurt us part.
Yeah. Very good. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate your time. I paid her. I bought a set of chain, Tim, and I paid her. So I'm out 120 basically. I bought a set of chain for 120 and I paid 60.
Your repairs cost as much as a new new thing. Yeah.
It's worth it though.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's head up to Godfrey.
All right. And you get up there. Okay. When you guys reach this, where did the party pod go? You guys are still there.
Yeah.
Just show me the area, which way you're going up there.
Well, we were going sort of the back roads. We saw the guards took the back roads here. Yeah. And we're like, these are alleys, right? So,
they're not alleys. Those are because remember those are like just smaller streets. These are the thoroughfares, the big parts.
Okay,
those are like the main street. Remember, these are a bunch of buildings. Those are building. Yeah, you remember how they?
Yeah, we could this is a street though, right here, right?
Yeah.
We walk up those kind of, like
those are secondary. Yeah, okay. So
like that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep, no problem. All right, and when you hear a lot of noise coming from basically that area right there.
You already put the chickens away?
Okay. Now, what is this building of note? It seems like it might be big in some way.
Yeah, you guys heard in the past, and I think they told you one too. It's like a pit fighting arena.
Oh God, we took the wrong route. Looking at Taryn.
And you see a lot of you see the places. There's a lot of people around there right now, and they have even though you're going through the side alleys, you see these massive red banners flying above it, kind of telling everyone, the blood games are on.
Oh.
Yeah. Look at there.
So won't you leave him here? I'll throw the coin in the betting window, and we'll be back in a couple hours.
Yes, exactly. You read my mind, Blaga.
Drop the kids off at the pool, kind of.
Yep. And hope he doesn't pee in it.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll go on Blaga. Just shake our heads like we know.
So, Taryn, are you going to the arena, or are you going to go with them?
I'm going to stop by the arena and just see what's happening.
Of course you are.
Okay. All right. So when you go up there, tons of people around there, betting's going on and everything. But you see two lines. There's one line that looks like where you're gonna if you want to fight, you want to sign up in that line.
Yeah.
And it looks like a collection of everyday people. It almost looks like there's friends putting against friends. It's almost like they're settling a bet or something like that. But then they also have this other one where these guys look like these are the professionals. These are the serious guys.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got two different kind of lines going.
So the professional guys are not fighting against the normal.
No, they're two different. So it looks like they got two different categories that they're kind of fighting. And then you just got like a few lines where they're just going in or coming out, and that you're seeing lots of vendors. Yeah. They're trying to sell like different types of food, like cakes and stuff. They're trying to sell wooden swords to the kids. They're selling. They have an old what are the wooden swords called?
Practice swords.
What's that?
No,
like a practice sword. You mean?
Yeah. No, Vance knows what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I know what I'd have to look it up. I just wrote it down on one of my.
Well, Taryn gets in the professional line.
Okay.
Yeah. Clearly, he's a professional.
Yeah. Are they selling large foam fingers? That's the important question.
No foam fingers, but they are selling cheese heads.
Cheese heads. You got to get a cheese head.
Sweet. Are they selling shirts that say Doom on it?
Oh, well, they might be after today.
They will be.
Oh, it's called a rudis. Is the
rudis? That's exactly.
It was a sword that was given to retired gladiators.
Exactly.
It's basically.
So you see that one of the vendors is selling a rudis with a name on it that you guys haven't heard of before. Sure. And whatnot. So
how am I stacked up with the guys in line as I kind of examine the line and I'm kind of looking at
like a dick measuring thing here? What do you mean?
Well, you're sizing up your competition, sir.
Go ahead and give me an intelligence check. I'm not going to tell you the target number.
That's fine.
I want to see what you get.
All right.
10. The best you can tell, you definitely can tell that there's a wide range of folks here. There's going to be some folks that are kind of lower trained, younger, and just looking to prove themselves, kind of thing. And then you got some guys you can't tell, but from the looks of them, this guy might stab me in the back. Kind of thing.
Yep. Okay.
So yeah. All right. And as they're approaching you here, there's like a 10 silver piece cost to get in.
Okay, I'll pay that.
Okay. And the person who's talking to has this road speech. 10 silver pieces. Here's the thing. Here's the writer. Da 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 da. And if you win, you get a roost in your name, and then they have a series of prizes for folks for fighting and everything.
Yes.
And basically, she's asking, do you want to fight in groups? Do you want to fight individually, or do you want to fight against monsters?
Good question. I will fight other men today.
Okay. All the prizes that are given.
Well, he says, where are the greater prizes? He says, are the greater prizes for monsters?
The prizes depend on how many people join that group.
Oh, okay.
So the prize money is going to be determined by how many. But she said this right now is by far the one everybody's joining.
Oh, then I'll be it.
Man versus man kind of thing.
Yes.
So, all right.
Man on man action there. Good.
Man on man action. Right. And then she tells you what that it's not supposed to be to the death. Healing will be provided, and what was the other thing? But any repairs or extenuating circumstances are your responsibility.
That's fine. He signs the waiver.
Okay. She puts a stamp on it and gives you the paper. Next. All right. And you go into this small room, kind of, I got a lot of locker rooms going on today. So you're kind of in this locker room, a mixture of guys, women, dwarves, just a mix of everything.
Well, they got midget wrestling.
Well, or dwarf tossing. Or whatever it's
that's fine too.
Yeah. But nobody's throwing these dwarves in here. So you got a mixture of everything going on in there. and but you hear something underneath where you're standing. It smells something really bad. There's like a lot of bad aromas coming up, and the boards that you're standing on sometimes just vibrate. And then above you, you can hear the cheering and the crowds like yelling. And at one point, they're all booing and
The fickle crowd.
right, yeah. So you got a lot of different things. And then they got the basically the ringmasters announcing the different fights and whatnot, and that. So
Bruce Buffer.
What's that?
Bruce Buffer.
Yes. So we'll get back to you, Taryn. All right, so you guys are walking up to Godfrey.
Except Buffer says, "Let's get ready to doom."
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So yeah, we should we'll go up there. We should probably be back in time for his match just to see what's going on.
Yeah, make sure he has a will giving all his stuff to us, really, before
that too. I'm sure it goes without saying.
Yeah. All right, yeah, let's go see Godfrey.
So Godfrey's there. He looks pale. It looks like he hasn't eaten. And when he sees you, he looks at you, but then immediately starts looking around you.
Mm.
And when he doesn't see his wife, he just kind of slumps back into his chair.
Well, I push, but I don't push Blaga forward. I just kind of step back behind Blaga, so he kind of volunteers him to talk.
Oh, great.
So Blaga, you're behind.
You're in front of. Yeah.
I've been. Yeah, it's the when they have the line of volunteers and everybody steps back.
Right,
exactly.
Like
that's what I've just done.
Standing there. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see.
He just kind of looks at you. Couldn't find her, huh?
We confronted, the card master, the person that we felt that was taking these people, couldn't get us. The man was a mystery, and he evaded us when we tried to confront him to bring him to justice. And our search isn't done yet.
He did say that he was not the source of the fog. He captured the fog in a cart or something like that. And the fog is what took her, not him. So I don't know where the hell this fog is or what caused it to be. That's the confusing part. We don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
But there are 2 open portals to hell somewhere underneath the Harrowing District now because of our misadventures. I blame it all on Taryn. He's not here right now.
Yeah.
But he caused that.
And Draymond.
Absolutely.
But we unfortunately, I think we have a bigger mystery than we had before, and it's I think the city's still in danger, but we did our best.
He's like, as you see him kind of, he reaches around them, and he pulls out this short sword that doesn't look like it's that great. He goes, I gotta find her. And he starts walking out the door.
Well, you're not going to just, she's in fog somewhere that's in a card. We got to find a source of the fog.
Yeah.
You're not going to do anybody any good just walking around with a sword and saying, "Where are you, honey?" She's not here. She's not here, man.
Well, you don't know where she is, you said.
We don't. I think that we nearly need to talk with the Mages Guild some more and try to find out more information about this fog and the source of it. I mean, we have a contact there who gave us this. We told her about it, but I just don't know. I imagine they're going to be talking amongst themselves about it. Well, I mean, we can talk tomorrow.
Yeah, we need to find our own. It's not that she's in a room or a cell or something. It's she's been taken somewhere else. Even Columbo and Draymond experience being taken somewhere else by the power of these cards.
Yeah, and the cards didn't take her. The fog took her, and the card took the fog. The whole thing is screwy, right? And that's what he said, right, Tim? That was the gist.
Yeah, yep, you got it exactly right. Yep.
And so the card master has the fog. I don't know what the hell to do with that, but
you guys have the fog card. You guys found it and picked it up.
But we gave it to that fucking mage, didn't we?
I know you did.
Well, that changes some things.
Yeah. So they have their best men working on it.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you guys remembered having the card or not.
I may have missed that one. So
I remembered it, but I didn't think that it had.
I think Vance,
sounds like it's not Taryn's fault, is what it sounds like.
Yeah,
that's what
not
it
directly.
Like.
I'm sure he probably didn't make anything better.
Well, maybe we could go find the mage who has.
We call that guilt by absence.
Yeah. Guilt by absence. Yeah, exactly. Why don't we try to find Cedric? That was a guy's name, Cedric the Mage.
Yep.
Why don't we go try to find him? We'll go to the Mage Guild and try to track him down and see what he might have been able to figure out with this fog that's in that card.
So you guys going back to the Mages Guild?
Oh, what time is it now, Tim? Is it night or you know?
It's like a mid-afternoon, and that. I mean, it's getting darker out because it's like I said, you're hitting winter time now.
Yeah.
So even though it's mid-afternoon, it's definitely getting darker than it normally is at this time.
I'm gonna throw a heavy, big, oversized cloak on me, hood and everything.
Okay.
Before I walk, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, and if you want, why don't you come with us to go see Cedric? He has the card with the fog in it. Maybe he was able to determine something about it and how to release the fog and what might be in the fog.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you see him. He nods. He still has a sword clenched in his hand. We got climbing the mountain on here now too. Grimlore, good deal.
Yeah, we got the board with the string and the pictures and everything climbing that mountain. We got the whole thing.
They say, I just got done watching a conspiracy video and I just turned on to you, and there's fog, a kidnapping, card master, better than a conspiracy video.
We got Mulder and Fox on it now.
Yeah, who's gonna play Scully? Probably the wine drinker.
Yeah. Well.
All right. Are you guys going to go back for Theron? He can't go in the Mages Guild anyway.
I'm just going to go to the Mages Guild. He'll deal or not deal with whatever doom happens to him.
Yeah.
Deal or no deal. That's right.
All right. So
unless you want to go, Vance, I'm just going to go to the Mages Guild with Godfrey, though. You want to see him get his ass kicked, don't you?
I want to go back to I want to go to the arena and put money down on fights and cheer for the heel and stuff.
All right. I'll walk with Godfrey with a big old cloak on me.
All right.
And plus I have different armor now on too and all that, so that might be a little bit better.
Yep, I have no problem. Vance, it costs like $1 silver to get in.
Yeah, that's fine.
And whatnot. Are you going to put that? So when you get in there, you see that the crowd is well into being inebriated, probably for the second time after they vomited out the first amount, and now they're drinking again.
Sure.
These guys are not here to. What is it? It's definitely an indulgence kind of situation going on over here.
No wine.
It's festival. Yeah, he's gonna throw down too. Then, is there a place to place wagers?
Absolutely. You got a guy walking the crowds. There's different gambling collectors, and they're going around and they're taking bets, and they're holding up cards and whatnot, and they're calling him out. And you see these guys have basically they're calling out bets to pit bosses that are on the top.
Sure.
And whatnot.
So I throw 25 on Terran.
Okay.
To win. Right. And I am also going to put another 25 down for him to draw first blood.
Oh, you're going for that too. All right. Oh, okay. The odds are right now, Vance is Terran is favored 10-1. So basically,
they got him against some like scrawny kid, scrawny farm kid.
Yeah, you're not really sure, but like the kid doesn't even have a nickname. They're just going Baron the Tomb Singer versus Ed.
That's fine. I'll just blow. Although I am going to buy myself one of the wooden swords that doesn't have a name in it and carve his name into it.
Okay,
this is Steve King.
Make your own. There you go. All right. So
there was a guy. Just remember the old WWF back before it got big and it was all regional. WWF was always centered in Connecticut, and so they had these local matches at like the shitty high school in town, and they bring in the shitheads, and it was like I saw Superfly with an audience of like 100 people. Superfly Jimmy Snuka, you know what I mean? It's that kind of level those days. And whenever you had it was always on this shitty channel, the shitty local TV that they would broadcast this.
I know exactly.
And what you're talking they had a guy there from a town near mine, literally the next town over. His name was Steve King. And he was scrawny. He was a little fucking Guido-looking guy with like a 70s porn mustache. And he had no build. And he was there to get beaten every fucking time. He was like the one guy that wouldn't do the roids. You know what I mean? So whenever you see Steve King, he's just gonna get stomped. He never won a fucking match.
Joe, that was my favorite guy when I was for the same thing. Everything you say, except my guy's name was Burrhead Jones. Burrhead Jones. He was the skinny black guy, and they would beat him so bad that he would go into convulsions. Like he would just like sit there and start like shaking in the middle of the.
Great.
You can go on YouTube and see videos of Burrhead Jones. I still cheer he's still my favorite wrestler. I love Burrhead Jones.
You wanted Steve King to win because he lived in a town near me. He always got his ass kicked. He was a little Italian dude, and he just always lost. He was there to lose. He was there to lose.
That's all. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that's who was fighting, Steve King or Burrhead King.
Or Burrhead.
You can find him too.
So you see your opponent, Terran, and looks like a 16-year-old kid. He kind of reminds you of, well, not reminds of Terran, but reminds you of Burns a little bit. He's got this mean look. He's a little undersized. Okay. But he looks like, he's basically armed. He's got 2 daggers. He's got some leather armor that has seen better, like his mom patched up kind of thing. And even though he's standing in front of you, he doesn't look shaken. He's just trying to give you like the old stink eye, just like looking at you. And one of the other fighters are there. He kind of puts his hand on your shoulder, and he goes, "Terran, right?"
Yeah.
Terran. I was like, I'm sorry, I lost my. I've got this list of names and I forgot which one he is here on here.
Is it Burrhead Jones?
It is. I should make him Burrhead Jones.
That's his name.
All right.
That's his name.
He goes, my name's Burrhead Jones. And I've been fighting in this for a long, long time. And you see that he's got many scars on him and everything. He goes, just take it easy on the kid.
Why?
And he kind of looks at you and he goes, like he holds out his hands to like how wide you are. And then he shows you how wide the kid is. This is because if you hit him, you're going to put him through the wall.
Did you notice that he has 2 daggers?
I did.
Yeah. If he's armed, he's dangerous.
He is armed and dangerous. He's a good kid though. So try to take it easy on him. It's his first time he's around here.
It's what?
It's his first time here.
We'll see what the gods say.
Take the fall. Take the fall.
Yeah. In this case, I'll be Bruce Willis in Pulp Fiction and not take the fall.
Yeah, okay. Not take the fall. Okay. All right. So they call you guys' names out, and what it looks like, and then Vance, you're seeing this too. They have 4 different pits there. They look like they can be covered. So when they do the group battles or when they do the monster battles and stuff like that, they have this place covered. It looks like they have like a rolling floor that kind of comes out and covers them. But when they're doing the individual battles, they section up into 4 different things as the different people are coming in and out and everything. So you got 4 different battles, and you see they announced Taryn coming in and Ed. And
you know what? Ed rhymes with dead.
and then like the crowd, in your portion of the crowd, you hear, yeah, Ed is dead. Ed is dead. And they start chanting. And give me a charisma roll real quick, Taryn. You want to do good on this one.
Yes. All right. It's not okay. We'll see here.
It is dead.
Oh, critical success.
Wow.
Nice. Yeah, they're all chanting, Ed is dead. Ed is dead. All right. Go ahead and do, let's do a quick initiative here.
Okay.
I got to find my dice, actually.
I think the bets is, since I got a critical success, all bets, people are doubling down.
Yeah.
On you?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll just drive down everybody's win then, huh?
I know.
So he got a 12. What'd you get?
Let's see. I'm going to get a 18.
Okay, you go first. You guys
actually, I'm going to wait, and I'm going to see what he's going to do. I would like to use my attack to either deflect or to do something he's going to do to me and flip it on him.
Okay. Just so while you guys are in this pit, there's no way to get beyond. You're always going to be within, what is it? Near range.
Right.
Yeah.
Tim is frozen again. All right, I win the match. Ed is dead. I have won. Thank you. And I know he's listening.
So there's no, this, this, I was listening. So.
Oh, see, there he is. See,
yeah, I was listening. Yeah. All right. So you see him pull. He flips one of his daggers, catches it by the blade, and throws it at your left leg.
Okay. I will.
Well, you got to see if he hits.
Well, that's
first.
true. Yeah. Well, if he's can I deflect? Like, can I use my weapon to deflect his dagger if I want to use that on my?
So you want to use your kind of thing to.
I'm seeing what his. I want to see what he's going to do, and if I can turn it.
We'll see. So I mean, he threw it. It's a 10. So basically, you don't have to use an action to deflect it, and you just kind of ping and then just ricochet it off your
okay
axe.
Good.
Okay, your turn.
I am going to. Let's see.
And you hear a woman scream from all the other crowd, "Get off your ass, Taryn, and make him dead!"
Okay.
There's like a huge set of bloomers comes out of the crowd.
Throws it over the
blinds him. No.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and Let's see. Listening to Burrhead. Let's see if he's going to listen to Burrhead. I guess he will. He will go ahead and see what he does one-handed at first. He's going to not nail him. He's going to do it one-handed. So he's going to attack with his great axe one-handed and see if he can.
And remember, in Shadowdark, you can do like non-lethal damage too.
I'm going to. I'm going to.
You can still knock the shit out of him
Does he have a shield?
Yeah. No, he had two.
He's just got two daggers.
Two daggers. Now he has one.
Now he's got one, and I'm going to use the back of my axe to chop down on his other hand and cause him to lose that other dagger. Okay.
Go ahead. That's a miss. But it's the next turn, and you get to go again because you still have the initiative.
Okay. In that case, then when I come down, I swipe. I don't get his hand. Then I'm going to try to backhand him with the same back of my axe, and come back with a backhand with it.
You hit him right in the chest,
and I will do the damage.
Oh, we got sound effects going over there. All right.
And I do 10 damage.
Oh, you flatten him against the side of the wall, and he just kind of slumps down. And you see like the collar gives Terran's the winner, and you Terran, Ed is dead. Ed is dead.
And I walk over to the young man, and I look down at him, and I go,
he's not. I mean, you can say what you want, but he's not going to hear anything.
Oh, he's not. He's totally out.
He had 2 hit points. Yeah, we're even though you may have not did lethal damage, you did enough that you actually maimed his brother and sister.
I maimed his future children.
Yes,
I will pick him up. I will pick him up and take him to his corner or wherever.
Okay, before you do that, all of a sudden, silver pieces start raining down into the pit. So if you want to take the time, which I don't see why you wouldn't, you collect 84 silver pieces.
Oh, God damn.
Okay, 84 silver.
Yeah. Almost pays for your armor.
Almost, yeah.
Today's set, maybe.
Almost.
Yeah. And tomorrow's set. I mean, it's a different story,
Yeah. This goes towards my new mage armor I'm going to get.
And Vance, what you put 25?
I put 25 for first blood and 25 to win.
So you win 5.
Yeah, that's fine.
You win 5. That's what you get for batting on the heavy face.
Yeah, well, I was hoping they're going to put him against Thag the Impaler or something like that.
Right? Yeah. No, he just got Ed. Didn't have much to go on. Now, all right. Do you want to do one more battle?
Oh yeah, he's feeling it. He's feeling it.
Okay. Yeah. He's feeling it. All right. Oh my God.
It's Thag the Impaler, or it's Ed's
brother. Fred.
Yeah, pretty much. So basically,
Fred the dead.
They come out again, and it's still 10-1 Terran. And that, okay. And this time, and when you come off and everything, Burrhead comes up to you, and he kind of pats you on the shoulder. He's like, "Good man, you're a good man."
We were all young once. My father trained me, except he shows him scars. He did not hit me with the back of his axe.
So the next round, you're up against this girl.
Oh,
no.
And you go out. The return of Terran Doomsinger versus. And he looks and he kind of bows his head a little bit and goes, Annie,
Annie.
Little orphan Annie. A redheaded kid.
No, it's her parents. It's her parents. Yeah, that's right. She's going to be an orphan.
It's either that or they had to pimp her out. So I figured make some money.
Does she? Yeah. Oh my. Okay.
She does not have any armor, and she does not have any weapons.
Okay. Then I take my weapon and I throw my weapon down. I'll put it in the corner.
Okay.
And then we'll just wrestle.
All right. And let's do initiative 17. I got.
And she goes first.
She goes first. All right.
Does it pull his hair or something? What's else she gonna do?
I'm like,
right.
Come now, give your best shot.
She hit him.
So what you see is a magic missile come out and strike you in the middle of the chest.
Oh,
and it does 5 points.
Oh wow!
Of damage.
I am surprised. I am beside myself now that I am now fighting a mage. I thought it was going to be like fisticuffs with this
Right.
woman, and now I get
You beating the shit out of Annie.
Wait, did she have one of Vance's variation magic missiles, Tim? She could be doing more damage here.
Yeah.
You'll see.
Aaron, what's your hit point situation, man?
So what are you gonna do?
At that point, now I pick my axe back up, go back to the corner, get my axe, and I'm going to.
You hear the crowd is kind of like, did you see that? Did you see that? They're kind of swaying towards Annie right now.
You can't have that. Taryn is going to
Little arcane Annie.
Yeah. Little arcane Annie.
Nice.
I love it.
That's it. That's her stage name, Arcane Annie.
Yep.
Aaron, what's your hit point situation? What do you got? Because you're not that high in hit points, right?
I got 13 right now. So
13 left.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have 18 total.
Her honorific is going to be the Slayer of Doom. That's
Doom Slayer, right there. Doom Slayer.
All right. I will once again. Is she young? Is she young as the other guy, or is she older?
She's probably a little younger than
the other guy. Holy crap!
Yeah,
I'm fighting a child. This is like brutal.
You just beat your ass, though.
All right. I'm gonna take the. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna go at her, and I'm gonna try to hit her with the back of my axe on her collarbone here.
Okay. All right.
So
roll to hit.
Right. And you know what? Because of that shot, I'm going two-handed with this. Two-handed.
Sounds good. All right. All right. What's your armor class?
My armor class is 14.
All right. Roll damage.
The deflection spell in full effect.
Let's find out here. All right, damage is going to be. I got to get over here.
Please have her have the deflection spell.
9.
You take 9 points of damage. And you see the familiar thing ricochet off of her, and she smiles.
Nice. You got 4 hit points left, Aaron. You're gonna kick your ass, little girl.
She pulls up her hand to cast magic missile again.
Oh my! You had.
Oh.
Nope.
Oh, she just made.
No, she does. I have a 14.
No,
she don't need to get your armor class.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
What?
She had to beat an 11.
That's right. She's doing her. That's right. She's doing her magic. That's right.
Yeah.
Damage.
So
4. He's down.
4 points is down.
What happened?
He's down.
Little girl beat his ass.
So Theron, do you drop?
He's 0.
Yeah, I have 0 points.
Okay, so you go down, and you wake up, before you lose consciousness now, you hear Annie, 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 and you feel silver coins hitting you in the face and dropping to the side. And when you wake up, you're kind of in the infirmary. They're healing you up. Look, you get like
oh, that's great.
You get 7 hit points.
Oh, that's
back,
fucking great.
And you see the Annie sitting next to you. She pats you on the leg. You feeling okay?
he gets up. He gets up. He looks and he says,
he cries like a little girl. Does he ask for a glass of wine?
White wine, maybe.
Yeah.
Right.
Greg's like, perfect timing.
He says,
he was rolling off this one.
He says, well, had I known you were a mage, this might have gone a little differently.
Oh, that's great.
She pats you on the leg. She goes, if you would have known I was a mage and they known I was a mage, then I wouldn't have got 10 to 1 odds. And you see beside her is a big pouch of silver. She pats you on your shoulder again, and she goes, here's for the trouble, and she flips you like 4 coins of silver.
God,
and she gets up and walks away.
Her henchman. Carry my bag.
Oh my
It's fair. It's fair.
Damn it! I should have bet on him. Anyway.
And Vance, you unfortunately have lost your money. Although you probably threw coins in it.
I'm sure I did. Yeah. Just give me a second here. Yeah, I threw in 9 coins at her. I'm just.
Taryn hates mages now more than ever.
I was going to say, yeah, your hatred for that, and you see a couple guys as you walk by. They kind of snicker, but like, tough break, man, tough break. Yeah.
All right. Taryn knows when to turn in. He's like, all right, it's enough for today.
That was so
as Taryn's leaving, did it start chanting Steve King?
No, he's Burhead Jones. All right. So, okay, where were you going again,
God,
Joe?
I would go with Godfrey to the Guild of Arcane Lord and see if we could track down Cedric. I don't know how I could top that.
Okay. Though. Yeah, I know. The funny thing is Annie has been in my pocket for a while to use. I mean, though those were her 2 spells. That's all awesome. She had. Yeah. So if you would have somehow gotten through, you'd have been fine. But yeah, she just I had her waiting.
You know what? It played out just exactly. It was supposed to play out that way. Taryn.
Oh, it couldn't have introduced her.
No, absolutely. And I think this becomes Taryn's moment of
shame, humiliation.
Yes. It is his lesson that he has learned. So he was due for a lesson.
Well, this is 2 times where the packaging fooled you.
That is true.
In one session. We've got a theme going here.
That is true.
All right, so you get to the Mages Guild, and you see that it's locked up,
okay.
Joe.
All right. Is that guy still outside? Knocked out with a sore ball?
Yeah. Oh, no. That guy. No,
okay.
He's not there.
Damn. Okay, it's locked up. All right.
Yeah, it's locked up. It's getting that, but you figure they're probably just out doing the final festival stuff and participating in that or something.
All right. Maybe we'll come back tomorrow then, Cedric. Godfrey, to find Cedric.
Godfrey just he's you see him, he's looking around.
Nope.
And then he starts walking in a random direction, and you hear him go, "She's got to be here somewhere."
No, she's not though, man. You gotta let's go. Let's buy you a drink. Come on, let's go somewhere. I heard there's this cool little bar around nearby called the hell was that? Diggers. Yeah. I think it's nearby, literally. I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just right up the road.
Yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
yeah, it's not very
Yeah,
far
let's
at
go
all,
to Diggers.
so.
They'll buy you a drink, and we'll have a good night.
And you feel like he wants to pull away, but he doesn't, and he just slumps and just follows you now.
Yeah, I'll just head to Diggers and just get him. I'm gonna get him good and tanked, basically.
Okay.
Okay. All right. You see, like, this place is packed. I mean, it's not a very big tavern at all.
You saw the map of it, Tim, on your computer, or no?
I do somewhere. I don't think I have it
uploaded. Okay.
No, not onto this. No.
Yeah, I'd do it. I'd make it easier for you. You might have it ready to pull up. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I don't have infinite because I let my roll 20 lapse for a couple of years,
limited
and
space.
It expunged. Yeah, it got rid of a lot of my stuff. So. I mean, basically, it's just
there's not much to
bar.
Yeah.
No, very simple. But you see quite a few people here, but they're basically digger guilds, the folks, and but they seem like they're having a good time. And you come in, and they have the two types of ale. Yeah, the good ale and the ale that was left over from yesterday.
We'll go for the good one. Absolutely.
They don't ask where it came from. They just know it's a little cheaper.
I'm going to get him tanked. I mean, how much? I'm not going to drink too much. I'll just, just to keep a little buzz, but got to walk his ass home. So, going to get him well and good and liquored up, and and just talk to the.
Give me an intelligence roll.
In 5, I know shit.
All right, I'm going to tell you anyways.
The quantum ogre of intelligence checks.
This is the quantum ogre thing. You see a little gnome over in the corner with a very odd shovel.
Of course you do. There he is. Is he is he the only gnome in the place?
Yeah, he's the only gnome in the place. Yep. But it seems like he must come there enough because it looks like they have a special stool for him because it's a little higher than the rest. So they can sit there and drink. And he seems like he's surrounded by a bunch of friends who are, they're joking around. They're all covered in, they smell horrible and just covered in shit and junk and mud and everything.
Yeah.
And probably other questionable brown liquids.
My good gnome friend. What is that shovel all about? It's very tiny but strange.
And he holds it up because it's my shovel. It's my favorite shovel.
It's interesting.
And he stands up on his stool and he holds it up, and then everybody goes, "Oh, here we go." He's going to talk about his shovel again. And so he gives you a 5 minutes lecture on the interchanging parts and how it works and how he can, do this with it and do that with it and the improvements he has planned for future. But he just has to find the right parts to develop it.
Well, good luck to you, sir. Good luck to you, and beware of going into the harrowing district in about 20 years, and don't do it because you'll get your levels drained. But good luck to you, sir.
He raises his little tiny tankard to you, and sees you off. He looks quite tanked himself.
Good God.
All right, so you guys where are you guys going to all congregate?
I think we're staying at this guy's place. We don't have a place. He was going to get it.
Well, the place that he has. Is
that's right. That's right. Yeah. Okay.
So and I'm probably going to take Taryn out for a sympathy drink too as well because he's probably looking a little bit long, down in the dumps, a little haggard. Maybe he's probably still singed.
his fingers just mindlessly reach up to the two little holes in his chest, and he just rubs them.
He is. He's like, Annie, my ass.
You found your new nemesis.
That's right.
And then as you guys are, going out for a drink, you guys are still close enough to the arena that you can still hear the cheering, and they must be doing some. And then you hear like, so they must be into the monster rounds now.
So, yeah. Maybe next time we'll do a monster or something you can, read a little bit better,
Yeah, that's what he's thinking to himself. He's thinking, monster round, yes.
Monster round next time. All right. So you guys get back home. You've got a sad, drunk doom singer. You got a sad, drunk concierge. You've got a somewhat amused, trying to hide his giggling, a goblin, and you have a dwarf who is hoping to save his alternate future self.
And there is Snickle the Gnome, everybody.
There is Snickle the Gnome.
Just so you all know.
Finally got it.
Joe took a lot of time to make
the only reason I created the whole character was to bust Matt's balls, number one, and because I saw this random thing come up on Facebook, this foldable Rambo shovel. And I'm like, it was one of those has all the attachments and gizmos, you know what I mean? It's like a Rambo knife and a shovel. I'm like, I'm gonna make a gnome out of that. And that's gonna be his thing. It's gonna be his weapon.
It's gonna be his weapon, Now, why you guys gonna stay in the apartment then, or you guys want to do that? I mean,
we'll just stay upstairs there and.
Okay, there's nothing in the.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just throw down bedrolls and.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, yeah, you guys make do. I mean, it's a nice place. Like I said, it's kind of the equivalent of what you guys were at, but you guys have the whole floor, and it's like it's almost like you got like a center room that you can do stuff, and then like two rooms with doors on the sides. So you guys can develop that how you wish, if you want to. Snickle the Gnome is the avatar of Joe's IT. His
what?
2E GMing is the avatar of his super ego.
Greg, once again, is thinking.
He's calling you out.
I wish I remembered enough Psychology 101 to know what the fuck he's talking about. But
there's the what was it? The id. Ego.
The id is the reptile level, and the ego is who you think you are, and the super ego is what? I forget. I don't even fucking know. Who cares?
Yeah.
Greg shouldn't show off.
I kind of remember, but yeah, it's been a long time. While you're sleeping, Joe, you find yourself back in the cave.
Christ. The one with the pick a coffin.
No, not the one in the Stone Toad cave. It's empty. There's like lights, but it's not really coming from any source that you can find. It's dark. You know where you're at, but you really can't see the whole thing. It seems same, but seems different at the same time. And in front of you is the Stone Toad idol.
Now within here, I'm wearing the ring. I take it, Tim. I'm wearing everything that I normally have, all my gear, the whole shebang. All right. Now I'm going to focus on the ring's power. Maybe I'll have some better understanding of it while I'm here, in this weird place that it's connected to.
Okay.
Try to understand it.
Right. So make an intelligence roll for me, Joe.
I level up. I'm putting all my points in intelligence, for fuck's sake. Every time I got to roll. 6. Yeah, nothing. All right.
Yeah, you're trying to. You hear a distant voice that it's talking to you, but it sounds so far away. It sounds garbled. unintelligible. It's but you definitely feel a presence there, very strong.
Okay.
Strong presence, as if almost like you weren't in the Comor forest.
I'm going to walk up to the idol because it's a frog
Okay.
god. The god is the frog gods. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well,
frog demon.
Yeah.
Right. The frog
right.
demon thing. Ostin. What's Ostin? I'll get down on one knee. I did not kill him. I failed.
And you hear more garbling, but you can't make any sense out of it.
I'm gonna reach out and touch the statue. Maybe it'll help me connect better with the hand with the ring is on. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Roll intelligence now with advantage.
Right. God, thank God for advantage. 14.
Yeah, you rolled. You needed to beat a 12.
Now do I hear?
So you hear the voice coming from the distance, and basically you get the feeling like he's saying in some sort of demonic tongue, the equivalent of "I do not suffer fools."
Well, I did fail, but he's still out there to be killed. Point me in his direction, and maybe a bit of insight into how to kill him, and I will do so.
Well, you hear a chuckling when you say that, and when your hands getting very warm to the touch of this thing, like almost to the point where it's uncomfortable.
Like the Gom Jabbar here. All right.
Yeah. Except it's not a stinky pole, you know.
All right, he's laughing. I'm going to hold my hand there, and look at it as a test or a punishment, or both.
Okay. All right. You don't pull your hand
not
away
right
then?
now. No, I will take the punishment for failure.
You take a point of damage. All right. But then he goes, and that is why I have chosen you. You've done what I've asked. You just don't know it yet.
I bow my head. I'm still down on one knee, touching that. Bow my head and say, "Well, guide me further, Great One."
I will in time, but for now, I will give you a gift that will help you with future tasks.
I appreciate that, and also knowledge of this ring's power would be helpful as well.
That's what you get. So your next release on that, Joe, is basically the same as the cleric spell augury.
Okay.
So basically, you have the ability to do this once a day. To cast augury, and it'll interpret the meanings of supernatural importance, but it's going to be more of a yes or no answer kind of thing. So
all right, so Ring of Ostin. So far that's like it gives me the AC and the breathing thing, and now I have augury once a day. Okay.
Right. Yep.
All right. It was appreciated.
We'll say once a session.
Once a session. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as he's talking, you hear a lot of noise, like around you now. Like before, you kind of remember what I was telling you, hear garbling and gurgling noises in the distance. Well, you thought it was coming from the statue, but it's actually coming from behind you.
Without letting go of the statue, I look back behind me.
And back behind you, you just see darkness, but it's definitely coming from the dark behind you.
What is back there, my lord?
And you don't hear anything, and it goes cold.
Okay.
But you're still there.
Still there. All right. I'll stand up, turn around.
Okay.
Draw the sword and shield.
All right.
and sort of like it's completely dark. Now I'll focus on the ring's power to see.
You have enough that you're seeing, like you're basically kind of lit up to like near, so you can see like out like 20 feet.
Yeah.
And out of the darkness, let's see if I can find the right picture now.
There we go. Nothing good ever comes out of darkness. So
no, not too much. Make sure. Let's see if this is the right thing. Yep.
Oh, great. Okay.
So this thing, like when it opens up its mouth, you hear, instead of just hearing like a growl or thing, like 100 voices comes out at the same time, like just a cacophony of different voices, screams and yells, and people that sound like they're getting tortured are just coming out of this thing's mouth. This tail is whipping around, and you can hear it. And when it hits the end, it kind of snaps. And when it snaps, you see like almost like a slight burst of flame come out of it. And where the pattern is, where it kind of looks like leopardy kind of pattern on the thing, it's constantly moving. The pattern on it is just constantly rippling and moving.
How big is it, Tim?
It's not that big. It's only about 5 feet, probably long, and probably 4 feet high. So the size of a pretty good sized dog, but it's much thinner than that too. It's kind of got a build of I guess a deer would be. I mean, the way it looks and everything. But it definitely has that reptilian, draconic kind of head and neck to it.
Is it hostile looking, threatening me, or just kind of there?
Right now, it has moved into your light, and like I said, you see what it does. It's whipping around its tail, and its eyes start shimmering in a like low green color.
All right. Are you a gift from Ostin as my steed?
All right. Roll initiative, Joe.
I guess not. All right.
Roll me. I'll tell you what. We're going to do a quick roll.
So I'm down to 20.
Roll a D20 again.
I don't think we healed, so I'm down one more hit point to 21. All right. Initiative
D20,
or a
D20
separate
first? Just separate one.
Okay.
Now.
Not one.
All right. So when you go to use the, so it feels like you tried to draw on the power because you're asking Ostin a question.
Yeah.
It did not work. And now that it seemed like your ring shut down. So now, right now, you don't have any AC bonus.
All right. Fine. What else is new? All right. All right.
Fine.
There we go.
So D20 for you go ahead and roll your initiative.
10.
You got a 20. And you see I don't want to call it lasers, but you see this light kind of roll out. It's almost more of a fog rollout, but it's coming really, because it reaches out really fast.
Okay.
It goes strike you.
Nope.
15.
Nope. Even I have an 18 now.
Yeah. So it ricochets, hits your armor, and when it hits your armor, it doesn't feel like it does anything when it hits. It just you saw that it hit you, but you didn't feel anything. Go ahead, your turn.
All right. I'm gonna swing 28 should hit.
28 hits. Go ahead and do your damage.
For 10.
What weapon are you using, Joe?
Masterwork longsword.
Masterwork longsword. Okay. So 10 points. All right.
Yep.
All right. And now the tail whips around.
Can we use luck to get another attack per round, Tim?
No, the
All right.
luck is only for to re-roll or
Redo.
redo. Okay. Yep, reset thing. So 21 hits.
Yeah.
All right, you take
Nice.
1
Sorry.
What'd you do?
and 3. But he's Blog is shooting magic missiles at but misses narrowly there. So you take 3 points of damage. So you take 1 from the blunt force of the blow, but you take 2 points of damage from the fire that it kind of erupts from its tail when it hits.
All right, down to 18 of 32. All right. Did he look like it wounded him, Tim? This attack on him that I did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. New round?
Yeah. No. It's your turn. You went first, remember?
All right.
Yep. New round for you.
All right.
Clobbered it again.
9.
Okay. When you hit him this time, the next round, it kneels in front of you. It gets down on its forearm and then it lowers its reptilian head.
You are my steed to serve me. Speak in one voice.
It doesn't say anything.
How may I summon you when needed?
Doesn't say anything.
I get on its back.
All right. When you grasp its side and you get on, it allows you and it stands up and you awaken from your dream.
Oh, nice.
And that's where we'll end it tonight.
All right. I think I got a steed of coolness.
And it'll be available for you for the rest of your life for just a small microtransaction for $5.99.
Yeah.
There we go.
And for other options, if you'd like to change the color to different colors for you, that additional package will be available on sale for a limited time of $1.99 for each color that you desire. You guys forget that this is the longest Joe has ever kept a Shadowdark character alive. It's a win at this point. Yeah, I mean, this is really your only Shadowdark character, isn't it?
Yeah. No, we did the bullshit one-offs. Remember, we didn't do a long campaign.
Right. That's true. I don't think. Did you die in mine? Everybody died.
I almost died climbing the fucking dungeon in Matt's. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But then you guys all got killed when you gave your torch to a 12-year-old.
Yeah, that wasn't fun. That wasn't fun.
What is this, Mommy?
Yeah, Joe died climbing into the dungeon. That's right. Yes. Yeah.
He's a nice player.
All right.
Hey, XP, because I think I leveled him. I only need I'm 36 out of 40. And this
okay. And is that, did you already put your bonus?
I did. Yeah.
All right. And what level? You're what level right now?
I'm 4, so this means I get a thing.
So you get 2 for showing up.
All right.
Yeah. Everybody gets 2 for showing up and everything. And let me see, Joe, you're gonna get. Because you guys all did weird things today, so I gotta. So, 1.
You know, Taryn doing weird things is just becoming normal, though. It's not even weird anymore.
No, but you guys all went separately. So
Yeah.
So so they're probably all going to end up with different ones here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So Taryn, you're getting 4 XP plus your 2 from that, and then Vance, you're getting 2 plus 1, 3.
Okay.
And Joe, you're getting 2 plus 4.
4, and that's the total. That's 2 for showing up and 4 for
9. Okay.
4 for that's for the thing, yeah, and that doesn't include your XP if you did whatever. So.
Yeah. So 6 XP levels me.
Excellent. How are you? You leveled last time, right, Taryn?
Yeah.
Vance, you got to be close to leveling, aren't you?
No, I'm about halfway between. Because I was ahead there for a little bit, and then I missed a few episodes.
Right. Okay. And then you
family stuff.
Because you're what, 4th level?
Yeah, I'm.
Everybody's 4th level, right?
Yep.
No, I'm 5 now.
Well, I meant and now you're 5th. Yeah. So now you get to roll for a new thing. Now, Joe, because you hate the random shit.
Yes, I do.
So I'm okay if you just want to pick one.
Okay, I'm gonna all right, let me roll hit points. So I get advantage on the hit point roll, right?
Yep. Yeah, because you're dwarf.
D8. So 2D8. Can I use luck for hit point rolls?
No.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
All right, okay.
But that only means you get to re-roll one of them.
Yeah, all right. So I'll take the 7 then. I'll take the 7.
Okay, yep.
Don't need the luck for that.
Right.
All right. So 7 up to 39.
Nice. That's actually
all right. Rocking that. And then I'm going to take the one, Tim, that gives me 2 more to something. I'm going to put it into Dex.
Okay.
Bump that to 17.
So I give you +3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So reduce your AC by 1.
Increase. Yeah.
Or increase. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We're playing 2nd edition here.
Yeah, 1st edition.
All right. So it would have. It's 1 more. What in the hell is my? Where's my fucking token? So it's a max of 21. So it's 20 out of 21 basically.
Okay.
Because the max went up as well. There we go. In other words, 21 if I'm having the master work and 20 otherwise.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Right now it's a 20 going.
All right.
Cool.
And I think that's then. So you're all leveled
up. Really
then.
do. Yeah,
that was a quick level up then, huh?
Yeah. It's easy enough.
No,
easy enough.
Easy enough. All right. Any I don't know. Any thoughts, things about tonight?
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
No, good. It was a good game, good session.
Yeah, that was your encounter with it. Because of all, the funny thing is I was rolling them randomly. I've got a set of NPCs and everything, and you got the 2 lowest ones I had and everything. But Annie was on there a while ago, and I just threw her back on again. Because not because she was weak or anything, but she was one of those NPCs I was always going to throw in there that was kind of deceptive because she was going to look like a innocent little girl, and then she showed up, and that's why I was like, oh.
And Taryn completely bought it since he had just fought that kid,
right?
And this is another one which to me works for his character development,
right? Yeah.
So to me that just that I think this was his wisening up section.
He had an epiphany today, huh?
I did. Taryn had an ephany. He's like, okay. He can't misjudge things the way he has done in the past.
No, it was good. So, all right. Everybody okay for next week?
I will probably be. I'm going to be out because we're coming back on Monday night from Thanksgiving.
Oh, sure. Guys going out the family then out there then?
Yeah, we're going down to California.
Yeah, we're going to California.
Oh, very nice. Good. Oh, I hope you guys have a great time.
Yep.
Yeah, good.
Man, thank you everyone who is watching, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, make sure. Yeah, you get to join Paul's channel, joins Joe's channel. Maybe join mine if you think about it. And then Vance has got what's your blog's name again, Vance? I can
Lester's Ramble. And
Lester's Ramble.
Yeah, do you have it in the description? And I know it's in the chat.
I will add it to the because I don't think I cut and pasted in there yet.
Yeah, because it's spelled in the weird.
Right. I mean, I paste and copy it from your site. So
yeah.
Is it LEICSTERS?
Yeah, exactly. So mostly, a lot of game recants right now between this campaign and my various stuff here at home, and then occasional,
and
little
randomly showing up,
little adventures and little bits of art and little bits.
Yeah, you got a lot of good stuff in there.
Yeah, I've got. God, I'm almost to 600 entries now, something. Somewhere between 500 and 600. I can't remember.
No, yeah, I got good stuff there. Absolutely.
And I put a link to his in my channel. It's so you'll see it there. But Vance, you're one of still people who still do a blog from back in the old days. Why not a YouTube channel? Don't care?
I'm better at writing.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if I put the work into writing a script, I'm just going to write it down. Yeah. Sure. Plus it's more, to me, it's more permanent.
Yeah. That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right, guys. Good night, everybody, and thanks for stopping by.
Thank y'all. Take it easy,
All right.
everybody.
Take care, all.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yep.